Good day, everyone. Have you ever wondered why we need to work when we can just have fun with our friends or have a vacation with our family? Let's try to look back human history. There was a man and a woman created by God and live in a garden, do whatever they want, and they can eat whatever they need, except for one thing, and that one thing was disobeyed. So from then on, the man will live all of his life from hard works. Today, our topic is about labor. When we say labor, looking into a dictionary, it means work, especially hard physical work. But before going to the details of the topic, let's have first our objectives. At the end of the lesson, we'll be able to define labor, determine how labor is being measured, identify the role of labor in production, and understand the significance of labor to economy. We have also guide questions in order for us to or where to focus our topic. What is labor? Why labor is important? What is the difference of unemployed and underemployed? How labor is measured? What are the types of labor? To start with, why is labor important? For instance, work is an important feature in structuring personal and social identity, family and social bonds, ways of making money, and thereby accessing a number of essential and non-essential goods, services, and activities. For societies, work is an important feature in promoting community cohesion and safety, increasing civic participation, reducing public spending, and a range of welfare benefits, provided, of course, that work is performed in a decently paid job, promoting social and economic development, organizing social life at a macro level. Labor is the amount of physical, mental, and social effort used to produce goods and services in an economy. It supplies the expertise, manpower, and service needed to turn raw materials into finished products and services. In return, laborers receive a wage to buy the goods and services they need. They don't produce themselves. There are factors of production. First is the land, natural resources, and resources which can be extracted and cultivated. The next one is, of course, the capital, man-made means of production, example, machineries, and the cash and raw materials. And the other one is entrepreneurship, in which the activity of combining other factors to make a profit. For examples are the managers and investors. And the most important is the labor force. Without them, there is no production at all. But how labor is being measured? It is measured by labor force or labor pool. To be considered part of it, you must be available, willing to work, and have looked for work recently. In our topic, there are terms need to be remembered. The labor force is used to help determine the unemployment rate. And the unemployment rate formula is the number of unemployed divided by the labor force. It tells you how many people in labor force are jobless but are actively looking for work. The labor pool shrinks during and after a recession. Even though many would like a job, they are not looking for work. They aren't counted in the labor force. Other terms are unemployment. Unemployment is a term referring to individuals who are employable and seeking a job but are unable to find a job. And the other one is underemployment. It occurs when a person does not work full-time or takes a job that does not reflect their actual training and financial needs. That is, their job doesn't use all their skills and education or provide less than full-time work. Types of labor. First is unskilled labor. That does not require so much late training, and the semi-skilled labor requires some education or training. And the wage employees, supervised by a boss, receive a set weekly or bi-weekly wage as well as benefits. And the last one is contract labor. A contract specifies the work to be produced. The amount is paid either commission or set free for the work, but benefits are not paid. There's also slave work, the forced labor, and child labor, but they are illegal. But what is the significance of work? Because the fruit of labor is success. Earnings from labor represents the main source of income for the great majority of inhabitants of developing nations, and especially of the poorer groups of workers who lack ownership of any other material assets, as well for the economy of a country. In our country and throughout the world, there are offices that protects our laborers. Department of Labor and Employment, and internationally is the International Labor Organization. Thank you for listening. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye.